Hi children, welcome back. So we were doing the chapter, the girl who was Anne Frank. You remember the part 1 of the chapter where Anne Frank, we discussed about how the family was, who all were there in the family, where did they go, why they went there, what did Anne's father do, who was Anne's father, Otto Frank, who was his partner, Mr. Jane Van Damme. Correct? We discussed about all that. Now let's move on and see what happens next. They were all trapped in a very small place with a Jewish dentist. Yes? So let's find out what is happening next. So songbird in hiding. These are the different sections that they've made. We are on the para 10. Alright? They were 800 people. Any sound, any light might betray their presence. How many people were there? There were 8 people who were hiding in that place. So basically any sound, any light could have, they would have got to know that the people are there, they would have taken them into the camp. Isn't it? So they were all hiding in a place without light and sound. A tenuous link with the outside was provided by the radio and by 4 courageous members of Otto Frank's staff. So the only communication that they had was from a small radio and 4 of Otto Frank's staff. So they would come and give them all the news about what's happening outside. 2 of them were their typists who in secret brought food, magazine and books. So secretly they used to come and give Otto Frank and the other people some food, magazines or books. Also, the only other company that they had was a cat. While in hiding, Anne decided to continue a diary which her parents had given her on her 13th birthday. This was the start of Anne's diary. So her parents had given her a diary as a gift on her 13th birthday. Now she had nothing else to do. What could you do hiding for so long? And she loved writing. So she took out that diary and started writing. She described life in the annex with all its inevitable tensions and quarrels. So basically the life in this part, which is called annex, what do you mean by inevitable? Certain to happen. It is definitely going to happen, right? What is inevitable? The tensions and the quarrels. Everything there was only tensed. For small things everyone was fighting. So basically all this episodes happening there, and wrote in a diary. She kept writing every day the incidents that happened to her for the entire day. And she described life in the annex. This was basically her theme of the diary. But she created first and foremost a wonderfully delicate record of adolescence, sketching with complete honesty a young girl's thoughts and feelings, her longing and loneliness. So basically, what is adolescence? First, I'll tell you what does adolescence mean. It is a period of time in a person's life when he or she is developing into an adult. So basically, the teenage period, how all of you are, right? All of you have a lot of feelings inside you, lot of changes happening in your body. So you want to talk to your friends, you want to talk to your parents, your siblings, you want people around you. Sometimes you feel very, very lonely, don't you? But what did Anne have? Anne did not have a mum. A mum who's supposed to be your best friend. She did not have her, correct? And her dad didn't even know what's happening. So she was very, very lonely in this period of time. She could not discuss about this to anyone around, okay? So she created a wonderful record of her growing into an adult with sketches and how complete honest a young girl's thoughts and feelings could be. So she could not talk to anyone. What she did? She kept writing. I feel like a songbird whose wings have been brutally torn out and who is flying in utter darkness against the bars of its own cage. This is so beautiful. She wrote when she had been isolated from the outside world for nearly 16 months. Yes, do you remember the lockdown period where you were all trapped in your houses? How did you feel? In a month or 40 days, we all were feeling so lonely. We wanted to go out. Little we could go out. We could go and buy groceries and come back. We could see little bit of outside life. But this poor family could not see anything for so many years. So after 16 months, what did she say? She said, I feel like a songbird who wants to sing, who wants to fly, whose wings have been brutally torn. Torn is taken away. out and who is flying in utter darkness against the bars of its own cage. These are the cages that they have themselves created for themselves, right? So she was feeling like a trapped bird. 2 months later, she had filed every page of the diary, a small book bound in a tartan cloth. What is a tartan cloth? It's a woolen cloth with a woven pattern of straight lines of different colors crossing at right angles. A cloth which is woven like this, right angles. Okay, everything was bound in a tartan cloth, and one of the typists, Meep, gave her an ordinary exercise book. So basically, how long can she write in her diary, right? Every day she wanted to write. She finished her diary. So after that, the typist who used to work with her father gave her an ordinary lined book. Later she used Margot's chemistry exercise book. So after that she finished the library book also. Then she used Margot's exercise book. Her diary reveals the trust she puts in a wise father. Her grief because as she feels it, her mother does not understand her. So when you start reading the diary, you feel that how she was towards her father, how her mother was towards her. A mother is supposed to be a best friend. Nowadays, in this generation, the parents are supposed to be friends. You all are very lucky to have parents like this. In earlier times, parents were not like this. We would not give children, we had a line of crossing, right? We were not friends, we were only parents. But now, we have to be friends. Yes, so you all are very lucky to have parents like this. But this time Anne did not have mother and father like that. Her mother did not understand her feelings at that point. The ecstasy of a first. What is ecstasy? A state of extreme happiness. Something which if you're doing for the first time, how happy you feel, that excitement she could not feel. Rapturous, expressing great delight. What is rapturous? I'm so rapturous about that thing. Guys, use all this in your daily conversations, okay? Rapturous. Kiss, exchanged with the Van Dan's 17-year-old son. Finally, the flowering personality, eager to face life with adult courage and mature self-insight. These are all the emotions that Anne was feeling at that time when she was trapped there. No one could understand. So she kept writing about it. Everything that happened for the first time for her was, she was very excited about it, but she could not tell anyone. On a slip of paper, Anne wrote faked names, which she intended to use in case of publication. Now she kept writing names. So with this we come to know that it was her dream that the book gets publicized. But she was thinking of a name. Who has published it, right? Or who had written it? For the time, the diary was her own secret, which she wanted to keep from everyone. She didn't want to share the diary with anyone. It was her own secret. Especially from the grumpy dentist with whom she had to share her tiny bedroom. Who's grumpy? Grumpy is bad tempered. Anytime they get angry, they're like grumpy. Sometimes you have neighbors who are grumpy, who scream at you at any reason. So that's grumpy, okay? So she did not like that grumpy dentist with whom she had to share the bed also. So she used to always hide her diary somewhere. Her father allowed her to put her diaries in his briefcase. He never read them until after her death. So her father didn't even read the diaries till this daughter was alive. Courageous leader. So now again they have divided the chapter into parts. This is courageous leader and the point number is 15th. On August 4, 1944, one German and 4 Dutch Nazi policemen suddenly stormed upstairs. They got to know there were some people up. How the secret of the annex had been revealed is still not known. Who told them that there were people up there? No one knows. Where are your money and jewels? They shouted. Mrs. Frank and Mrs. Van Daan had some gold and jewelry. They had little bit of gold and jewelry. They wanted to rob them. It was quickly discovered. Looking round for something to carry it in, one of the policemen noticed Otto Frank's briefcase. Now, what is in briefcase? Yes, Anne Frank's diaries are there in the briefcase. What do you think happened? Did they take those diaries and go? Let's find out. He emptied it onto the floor. barely giving a glance at the notebooks. Then the people of the annex were arrested. What did he do? When all these thieves and burglars, they come into your house, what did they do now? They found some gold and all that. They found a briefcase. They took the briefcase, they emptied the briefcase, full empty there on the floor, and they took it and went, and they took all the people and went. They did not even bother about what was in that bag. They just threw it there and they left. This is point 16. In the beginning of September, while the Allied armies were rapidly approaching the Netherlands, the Franks and Vandans and the dentists were carried in cattle trucks. You've seen those big trucks in which they carry cattle, that is cows, buffaloes, chicks, yeah, to Auschwitz, the Nazi death camp in southern Poland. So all of these families were carried in cattle trucks in which town? Auschwitz. At that time, it was called the Nazi death, and it was a camp in southern Poland. Please underline this. It was a camp in southern Poland, and what was it called? It was called the Nazi death camp. So at which time were they going? Beginning of September. Allied armies were rapidly approaching the Netherlands. All the armies were approaching the Netherlands, and they captured Franks and Vandans, took them in the cattle trucks to where? Auschwitz. Okay. There the Nazis separated Otto Frank from his wife and daughters without giving them time to say farewell. It was a very bad scene where these people took away the families from each other. They could not even say bye to each other. Mrs. Frank, Anne and Margot were marched into the women's part of the camp, where Mrs. Frank died from exhaustion. The Vandans and the dentist too lost their lives. Vandans, dentist, Mrs. Frank, all of them lost their lives. Who all are remaining now? Anne Frank, Margot and Mr. Otto Frank. Let's see what happened to them. What is this? These are the people who've died. Yes, this is called the mass death. The things were very bad at that time. Point number 17. See how sweet Anne Frank was, isn't it? Anne proved to be a courageous leader of her small Auschwitz group. When there was nothing to eat, she dared to go to the kitchen to ask for food. She wanted food. What she wanted, she wanted. So she was a good example of her group, her small group that she had formed there, as she always loved making friends. She constantly told Margot never to give in. You should never give in. If you want something, you have to ask for it. And she would, if she did not get food, she would go and ask for it. Once she passed hundreds of Hungarian Jewish children who were standing naked in the freezing rain, waiting to be led to the gas chambers, unable to grasp the horrors inflicted upon them in the world of adults. Oh, look, their eyes, she whispered. She felt very bad for those children who were standing there freezing outside and getting wet. They were not even wearing clothes. She felt very bad for them. Point number 18. Later in the autumn, she and her sister were transported to another camp, Belsen, between Berlin and Hamburg. A close friend saw her there, cold and hungry. Her head was shaved and her skeleton-like form draped in the coarse, shapeless, striped garb of the concentration camp. What does this mean? What is her, how do you think Anne Frank was right now after she lived in the camp for some time? Let's see. She was cold because it was very freezing the winter there, and they did not have clothes. Hungry, obviously, they did not give her any food to eat or anyone the food to eat. Her head was shaved. It was so untidy that she could not even take care of her hair. Why is her body skeleton-like? Because she did not get food to eat. Form draped into the coarse, shapeless. There was no shape, obviously, because she was not eating anything. Striped garb of the it was like some garbage of the concentration camp. This is what she had turned to be. She was pitifully weak, very sadly weak. Her body racked, caused to suffer. Her body was caused to suffer. These words are from your glossary. You can recheck and underline them while you're reading with me only. All these highlighted words, please underline with me. Alright, I hope you have your textbooks in front of me. Anytime you see any videos of mine, make sure you have the textbook in front of me so you can read them with me. So her body was caused to suffer by typhoid fever. Now she got fever and there were no medicines at all, no doctors at all, they were not even treated. She died early in March 1945, a few days after Margot. Both were buried in a mass grave. What is a mass grave? When these things happen in these camps, people die, like hundreds of people die at a time. What do? They dig a big hole somewhere and they put all the bodies in that. That's called a mass grave. It's a very sad scene to see. In Auschwitz, Otto Frank had managed somehow to stay alive. He was freed early in 1945 by the Russians, and in the summer he arrived back in liberated Amsterdam. Where did he come back to? Amsterdam, which was liberated at that time. It was free of everything. A friend had told him that his wife had died. A friend came and told him that his wife had died. But he kept on hoping that Anne and Margot would return. He kept on hoping that his daughters would return because he had still not got the news that they were no more. After 6 weeks of waiting, he met someone who had to tell him that both had perished. He met someone after how long? 6 weeks. And he told him what? That both his daughters had died. It was only then that Miep, his former typist, handed him Anne's diaries. Who was he? Miep. You remember the guy who gave her the book and who was always with them, who used to get food for them? He gave Otto Frank and Frank's diaries, the remains which were there left over. Now again, the other point is mission in life. What is their mission in life now? This is the point number 20. A week after the Frank family had been arrested, Miep had boldly returned to the annex. After they had all gone, Miep went back to the annex. A heap of papers lay on the floor. Miep recognized Anne's handwriting and decided to keep the diary but not to read it. He actually kept the diary, but he said it's not nice of me to read it. It's someone's secret kept. So he did not read it, but he made sure to give it to her father. Now, she did not read it. Had she read it, she would have found detailed information on the help she and other people had given the Frank family at the risk of their own lives. What had they done? They had given help to this family, and obviously Anne Frank would have written about it, right? So everyone in the world would know about it. She did not want to risk her life on that. So she might as well decided to destroy the diary for reasons of safety. It took Otto Frank many weeks to finish reading what his dead child had written. He broke down after every few pages, as his old mother was still alive. She had emigrated to Switzerland, where other near relatives lived. He started copying the manuscript for her. What happened to her father when he read the diary? He felt broken down after every page. He was living with her and he did not know what his daughter was going through it. And he actually felt that, does my daughter deserve all this? Does humanity deserve all this? So what he wanted to do, he started manuscripting it. He started writing it down in a neat manner so that he can publish the book. Some passages which he felt to be too intimate or which might hurt other people's feelings were left out by him. Some passages can create a big thing in a fight or a protest, right, about Jewish community. So he skipped it. And some chapters were intimate about the daughter, her relationship with Van Damme's son. So he skipped those pages. The idea of publishing the diary did not enter his mind at all at that time. He gave one copy typed to a close friend. He lent it to a professor of modern history. Now the copy reached to the professor who taught history. Much to Otto Frank's surprise, the professor devoted an article to it in a Dutch newspaper. So what did that professor do? He made an article about it and gave it in the Dutch newspaper. His friends now urged means requested, pleaded, begged Otto Frank to have Anne's diary published, as she herself had wished. In one passage, she had written, "I want to publish a book entitled The Annex After the War. My diary can serve this purpose." So what she had written in her diary was that I want to publish a book entitled The Annex After the War. Anne actually wanted this book to be published so that world can know what had happened at that time. My diary can serve this purpose. After the war, during the war, what happened? My diary will talk to people, will reach out to people. This was Anne's wish. When Anne's father finally consented to publication, the manuscript was refused by two well-known Dutch publishers. Now everyone was a little scared to publish this kind of a story, right? It's about anti-someone, it's about against someone. So two Dutch publishers said no, we will not publish it, because after a long time Anne's father also finally agreed to it. A third decided to accept it, and he sold more than, can you believe it? 1,50,000 copies of the Dutch edition was sold. That's a lot of number. I hope you have read that book. It's a beautiful book. Please read it. Other editions followed. What were the other editions that followed? 2,50,000 was sold in Britain. A like number in Japan. 2,50,000 in Japan. 4,35,000 in the US, in the United States. Otto Frank began to receive hundreds of letters. Why would he receive letters? Saying the book is amazing. One from Italy was addressed Otto Frank, father of Anne Frank, Amsterdam. A few people doubted the authenticity of the diary. They said maybe it's just made up. Maybe someone's just created a story. What is authenticity? Authenticity means genuineness or truthfulness. Are these incidents true? Are these incidents genuine? That means about authenticity of the book. Most wrote to express their admiration and grief. Girls of Anne's age poured out their troubles. Oh, Mr. Frank, wrote one girl, she is so much like me that sometimes I do not know where myself begins and Anne Frank ends. So many girls could relate to Anne Frank because of the same age. So they used to think, I am so much like her. Numerous people sent small presents also to Otto Frank, saying thank you. Some exquisite dolls were made for him by Japanese girls. Imagine, exquisite is delicate. Japanese dolls are very delicate. So some Japanese girls made dolls for him too. A Dutch sculptress presented him with a statue of Anne. On the birthdays of Anne and Margot, flowers arrived anonymously. Anonymously is unidentified. You don't know who that is. I got a card yesterday from an anonymous person. I don't know who that person is. So that is an anonymous person. So he was poured with letters, cards, gifts, flowers. Point 23. So many letters poured in that Otto Frank was forced to retire from business. The care of his daughter's diary had become his passion. He started taking care of the diary and the publication. His mission in life. All royalties were devoted to humanitarian, because which he felt would have been approved by Anne. He thought Anne will like it. He gave lot of charities. So he thought his daughter will really like this, isn't it? All letters were answered by him personally. It was not an automatic generated reply. He wrote all the letters by himself as a reply. He wanted to do that for his daughter. So he left his job just for this, just for the diary and to take care of everyone who appreciated it. Every day new ones sadly reminded him of the losses he had suffered, but he felt that there was no truth. There was truth and consolidation in what the headmistress of one of England's largest schools wrote to him. England's largest school's headmistress, what did she write? It must be a source of deep joy to you in all your sorrow to know that Anne's brief life is, in the deepest sense, only just the beginning. So basically, if we go to think about it, Otto Frank had lost everything. His family, his business, he had nothing. He only had Anne Frank's diary. So what did the mistress say? She said that you are so lucky that in between all these sorrows, what do you have? Anne Frank's beginning. The book has just got published and it will be there with you forever. That we are here till he found his daughter's diary, and he got the diary published. Let's see and solve some question answers and look at this part in a better way. Question number 15, which is on page number 25. Children, how did Anne compare herself to be a songbird? How was she a songbird? You remember the statement? Anne compared herself to a songbird whose wings have been brutally torn out and who is flying in utter darkness against the bars of its own cage. Question number 12, the questions are in not in number because I have divided them part wise. Okay, these questions are from this part. In all, how many people managed to hide in the annex and who were they? Tell me how many were there? In all, 8 people hid in the annex. They were Mr. Otto Frank, his wife, his 2 daughters, the 3 members of the Van Daan family, and a Jewish dentist. Remember it very clearly. Otto Frank's family, Van Dam's family, and the Jewish dentist. Question number 14. How did Anne Frank record in her diary? How did she record? Anne Frank recorded her life in the annex with all its inevitable tensions and quarrels. She created a wonderful and delicate record of adolescence with complete honesty of a young girl's thoughts and feelings. Now you have to underline, what do you have to underline? What did she do? Inevitable tensions and quarrels, delicate record of adolescence, complete honesty of young girls' thoughts and feelings. These are the important points. Underline, remember and write those. Okay. Question number 13. What helped the hiding party to establish contact with the outside world? The hiding party had the link with the outside world only by the radio, 1, and the 4 courageous staff members 2 of Otto Frank, 2 of whom were typists who brought them food, magazines and books separately. So basically 2 things, radio and Otto Frank's staff. Question number 17. How does Anne try to keep the diary a secret? How does she want to keep it a secret? Anne wanted to keep the diary a secret from everyone, so she used to hide them in her father's briefcase. Question number 20 for you. Paragraph 18 gives a vivid picture of Anne's last day in the concentration camp. Pick out all the details of her pathetic physical state. We discussed this, didn't we? Anne and her sister were transported to Belsen. Where was Belsen? Another camp between Berlina and Hamburg. Now her situation, what was it? Physical state. Underline with me. She was, underline, cold, hungry, head shaved, almost skeleton-like body, dressed in the coarse, shapeless, striped garb of the concentration camp. Okay, these are the points. Write it individually and remember them. She was pitifully weak, her body racked by typhoid fever. She had typhoid fever and it was not even taken care of. Question 18. Pick out from paragraph 16 2 examples of the inhuman treatment of the Jews by the Nazis. The Jews were carried in cattle trucks to Auschwitz, the Nazi death camp in southern Poland. The men and women were placed in separate camps and tortured so much that most of them died of exhaustion. Yes? So very bad treatment done to them. Question 21. When and where did Miep find Anne's diary? Who is Miep? Miep is the typist of Otto Frank. Where did she find Anne's diary? Miep found Anne's diary when she returned to Annex a week after the family had been arrested. Question number 22. The writer says that if Miep had read Anne's diary, she would have destroyed it. Why does the writer think so? Anne had written in a detailed manner about the help given by Miep and other people to her family at the risk of their own lives, right? Miep had come to help them. Now, if everyone comes to know that Miep had helped, it was risking her own life. If Miep had read the diary, she would have destroyed it for reasons of safety. Question 23. Why does Mr. Frank take many weeks to finish reading the diary? Why did he take so much of time to read the diary? It took Mr. Frank many weeks to finish reading the diary, as he used to break down after every few pages to overcome by emotion and pain. It took him time to overcome, because after every page he was crying. Question 24. What became the mission of Mr. Anne Frank's life? This care of his daughter's diary became the passion and mission of Mr. Frank's life. He quit his job and he started taking care of Anne's diary. Question 25. How did Mr. Frank spend the money he got from the publishers? What did he do of the money that he got? Mr. Frank spent all the money he got from the publishers as royalties on humanitarian causes which he felt would have been approved by Anne. Question 16. What does Anne reveal about her mother in the diary? What does Anne say about her mother in the diary? Anne reveals her grief because she feels that her mother does not understand her. These thoughts are penned in her diary. This was the time when children are teenagers, especially girls, they definitely need their mother, right? So her mother did not understand her the way she wanted to, and she has penned that. She has written it down in the diary. Question 19. Why does the writer call Anne a courageous leader? The writer calls Anne a courageous leader because when there was nothing to eat, she used to boldly go to the kitchen at the Auschwitz concentration camp to ask for food. She used to advise her sister also and others to never give in. Question 4. Give any one example to prove the popularity of Anne Frank's diary. Obviously, once Anne Frank's diary was published by her father, numerous people sent small presents. Small exquisite dolls were made for him by Japanese girls. On the birthdays of Anne and Margot, flowers arrived anonymously, and the number of books that were published after that. So we have finished here the part 2 of our beautiful chapter, The Girl Who Was Anne Frank. Read the book, see the dramas, go to YouTube, see the videos, beautifully written down. She's such a wonderful girl. So we have little more left of this chapter. I will see you back in part 3 of the chapter. Bye-bye.